Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So today's video is going to be a natural makeup look using not only what is in my makeup basket this week, but also it just happens to be that I have included in my makeup basket this week all Dollar Tree items. It's also going to be a way for me to test out a lot of these products because almost everything is completely brand new. So if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, keep watching. So again, we are going to be testing out some brand new Dollar Tree products that I have recently picked up that are in my makeup basket for this week, and they are all from the Dollar Tree. So I decided today I really wanted to try to do like a really nice natural makeup look. I am going to wear eyelashes just because I really want to test out this pair, and I do kind of like a natural look with eyelashes. Of course, you can completely omit that if you prefer. So before I get started, if you want to check out either my last makeup basket video or the entire playlist, I will have both of those linked below, as well as my Dollar Tree makeup haul playlist. It's all things Dollar Tree that I have done up to this point. So definitely check those out. So if you want to be one of my Dollar Divas, make sure you subscribe as well as hit that bell notification. That way you don't miss an upload. So let's get started. So I'm gonna, as always, I'm gonna start with my eyebrows, and this is a brand new product for me. It is the LA Colors Duo Eyeshadow Pencil, but I bought it to use for my eyebrows. I'm thinking this will be a good eyebrow pencil, and then this will be a good highlight underneath, so I'm gonna try it. And you'll have to excuse me, I have some kind of like a bug bite or a breakout, like right here near my eye. I don't know which it is, but you know, it happens. This is looking interesting. Oh, it's shimmery. Okay, so this is not going to be a good eyebrow pencil because it is shimmery. So it is in fact an eye shadow, which I didn't really see. You can see it's a little shimmery, which I didn't anticipate on, but we will make it work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that to kind of color in my brows, and then I have an idea on how to mute the shimmer. That's what we do, you make things work. Thinking I was gonna use this for an eyebrow pencil was a grave mistake. But you know, all is not lost. If this is a good highlighter, then you just got yourself an underbrow highlighter for $1. So it would be literally worth it just for that. I'm gonna brush it out some. We're gonna move on, because honestly, as of yet, it really actually doesn't look that bad. So we're gonna just move on. I might add a little bit of like bronzer to it, and I might also add maybe a little bit of like loose powder to take away the shine, but honestly, I don't really think it's actually that bad. It was way more shocking at first. So let's move on. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the other side of that pencil. It's actually very subtle. Sometimes they end up being a little too dark for my taste or a little too light for my taste. I do like it on the lighter side, if anything, but this is actually just about the perfect shade. It's like it actually pretty much matches my skin tone exactly. So it's kind of a great way to clean up your brows. So we will start with that and move on and just kind of see how they behave during the rest of the look. So this is actually not a new product for me, but it is the LA Colors Contour Stick and Light. I use this a lot of time as like concealer. I'll use it to clean up around my eyebrows. I'm gonna kind of use it to kind of prep my eyelid for my eyeshadow today, and also just to kind of spot conceal. I'm gonna go ahead and do around my eyes while I'm at it. A lot of people seem to not really care for now granted, one thing I can't say about the contour stick is they do break inside, but they're retractable. I don't particularly find it to be a problem. I think it's kind of a good multi-use product. I like them personally. And I'm gonna leave that to the side because we're gonna use that more later. So I'm gonna get started in with the eyeshadow, and I'm just using one little eyeshadow trio from LA Colors. This is in the color Sunflower, And it has a shimmer and 2 mattes, and these swatched beautifully in my last Dollar Tree haul video. I'm also using all of my brushes, and my silicone sponge are also from the Dollar Tree. I'm actually gonna use a brand new eyeshadow brush that I got. This is just like a large eyeshadow brush, I believe, from the Dollar Tree, of course, $1. And these are really good for the money, really good for the money. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this middle shade here. It doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot of anything, but you know, just because the shade is so close to my skin tone. If you have a lighter skin tone or a darker skin tone, you might see a little bit more of a payoff, but it's just kind of a base anyway. And this is a natural look. And this palette, I think, will be really, I guess palette, trio, whatever you want to call it, will be good for a natural look. So we do want this to be kind of soft. Okay, so we've got that laid down. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the darker color. And I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of put this into my crease. This shade is pretty, wow. Yeah, see, these do have really good, these really do have good pigmentation. So I'm gonna just kind of really buff that out and go kind of a light hand for the natural look that we're trying to create today. So there we go, just a very natural, almost very natural skin-like eye color. You know, it's like your eyes could naturally look like this in a perfect world. So I'm gonna clean off that brush. Again, color switch from the Dollar Tree. I have not seen these in a long time. I would love for them to get more in. I don't know that they will, at least at my Dollar Tree. I thought it was just a great find. So with my brush being clean, I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and just blend this a little bit better. And then I'm gonna take, I think this is a small eyeshadow brush. It kind of looks like a concealer brush though. I don't know, but all I know is I'm gonna go into this shimmer shade here on this end, and I'm gonna put some of that right underneath my brow bone. See, that is very, very pigmented, very pretty. This is a nice, man, just first impression of using it. Of course, the swatches, I was very impressed with the swatches. But you know, sometimes it just, you don't know until you really go to apply it what it's gonna look like, and every bit as nice as the swatches. I mean, very, very good quality trio. This one is fabulous. This would be perfect to throw in your purse or a little travel makeup bag. See that? That is awesome. These are just fabulous. So I'm gonna take that same color and kind of go towards on the inside of my eye. Kind of like that, just to kind of brighten it up on the inner part of my eye real quick. Very pretty, very natural. And before we are done with that palette, I'm gonna go ahead and take like a really thin brush. This is also another Wet n Wild one. And I'm gonna go into that dark shade, and I'm gonna line under my eye, kind of concentrating it towards the outside, and then just softly bringing it towards the inside. There we go, like that. And then just blend it. Soften it up really good with a clean brush. So the eyeshadow is done. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of mascara. This is just a Dollar Tree LA Colors Volume Lash Mascara. It's the Hourglass Volume Lash Mascara. This is like the best mascara I have found at the Dollar Tree so far. I've tried a couple, and honestly, I'm just putting a little bit on as a base for my lashes. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the lashes and the glue. I have used these before, never on camera, but these, if you watch any Dollar Tree videos on YouTube, these, a lot of people are loving these. They've got so many styles that I've just completely lost track of which ones I've bought, which ones I've never bought, but these are the Wispy Spiky, and they are 3D faux mink lashes. And for $1, they are very, very dramatic and very nice. They're a little plasticky, but they're not terrible. They really, really aren't terrible. And you kind of get this cool little like case to keep them in. So that is kind of what they look like. So I've seen a lot of people really bend them like this to kind of help. They are, like I said, a little bit plasticky, not terrible. So before we get to the eyelashes real quick, we're gonna line our eyes, and I've got this Hard Candy Stay in Line Mechanical Gel Eyeliner. And this is in the color Dark Chocolate, which is perfect for a daytime look. Very natural. I don't wear brown. This is the first time I have bought brown eyeliner in like forever. I could use this for my brows if I needed to. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just do a very soft line. Okay, this is not the best eyeliner in the world. If your liner is a little bit hard, just swirl it around a little bit on your hand, and it just kind of, you know, warms it up a bit. It can make it a little easier to work with. Really not bad, just very natural. I'd like to do my waterline, but I don't know that it's going to be able to do it as hard as it is. A little bit. Definitely not the best eyeliner in the world, but let me go into my eyebrows a little bit with it. This might actually make for the future, might make a better eyebrow pencil for me, for sure. You know, and I do that often. I will use something as a multi-use thing, or I will just completely use it for something else entirely. So now back to the lashes. Usually with Ardell's, I don't need to trim them. I'm just gonna see if I need to trim these. I'm gonna not trim them. I'm just gonna kind of put them on and see whether I'll need to do it for next time. I also bought this LA Colors Dermatolash Lash Adhesive. It comes with 2 little vials, and it's the kind that comes out black versus the white kind. I've used a clear eyelash glue before, but I've never used the black. And I'm very pleased. I wasn't sure. Okay, this makes me really happy because I love it's either, I think I use two different brands. I'll use Duo or Kiss, and I like a brush-on adhesive. And this comes with a little brush. It's not like a brush, it's like a little plastic stick, but it makes it to where you don't have to use like a bobby pin or something like that. Oftentimes, a little trick a lot of people do, as you know, when you have like the tube, is that you use a bobby pin to kind of make it so you don't get too much on there. Because if you try to load it onto the lash from the tube, a lot of times you get too much. So that is great. That is a win. That is a super win. The only thing that scares me about the black eyelash adhesive is that it's gonna be messy. First one is on. I'm gonna put the second one on. Okay, so they are on. I probably should have trimmed them just a little bit, but honestly they don't seem quite as bad as like the other set that I use, I think, because they're a little bit more of a natural style, so the fact that they're a little long on the ends doesn't show up as much. But for a natural look, like, I didn't really want to look like I had like black eyeliner on. And the black eyelash glue, it dries black, which is really nice if you don't want like there to be like that white line that sometimes happens with clear eyelash glue or the white eyelash glue. But it does look a little bit messy. It kind of looks like I messed up some eyeliner. So for a natural look, this was not the best idea. But the lashes are lovely. They don't look cheap or anything like that. They're really fairly easy to put on. So I love the eyelash glue. It's really, they feel on there. It dried nice and quick. Like I said, I think if I were doing like a smokier or a more dramatic eye, I really love the black lash adhesive. So moving on. So next thing I'm gonna do is my base. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I've been using this a lot. It's just the Sassy Plus Chic BB cream. And this is in the shade medium, and I'm going to apply it with my Sassy Plus Chic blender sponge. I've dampened this. It increases in size when you dampen it. And this combination is really good. I already know how this performs and have done it many times, but if you're new, for me, I really like this. I like this better than the LA Colors liquid makeup, but it applies a little bit tacky. So I found that when I put it on with a damp sponge, it doesn't go on quite as tacky, and you do also have to kind of set it with powder a little bit. So this is not gonna be for everybody, but I like it personally. I mean, it's not my favorite foundation in the world, but it's been really good, especially here during the quarantine where I'm just playing with makeup, and it's just a good product that I found that performs well, that I can just kind of use and not feel bad about washing off either. So see, so it is like a little tacky, but it definitely looks better with the damp sponge than when you just apply it with your fingers. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of set it down with some loose powder. This is the LA Colors loose powder. I got light, and when I kind of swatched this, it felt very silky, very luxurious, so I am excited to try it. So I'm just gonna use this little angled brush from Wet n Wild to kind of set this down with. So very nice. You see, it really did do a good job without it being too matte. It still leaves a little luminosity on your face. So if you do like something that's a little bit more matte, you might not like this. Either that, or you might have to apply it with like one of these dry powder sponges or something like that. I was just wanting to stick with Dollar Tree everything today, so I'm using a brush, which is generally my normal way, unless I'm like baking my face. I will use a brush. So I'm gonna go in a little bit with this concealer or this contour stick. Try to cover this up. I should have done this before I used the powder, but I'll just go over it again with a little extra powder. I'm so excited to just test all this makeup, so I'm a little bit scattered today. Okay, that's still there. That's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do bronzer, and this is not a new product. It is just my Beauty Benefits Hollywood matte bronzer. And you know that I like this product a lot. So I'm just gonna go in and apply some of this. Now I'm gonna go in with a product that I have used before. I've just never used this shade. It's the LA Colors Single Blush. This is in Peach Rose. I've used the color Toasted before. And I'm just gonna take another angled brush. So we just got 2 more steps. The first is just a little bit of highlight. You know, we wanna look natural, but you wanna look naturally luminous. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this new product that I've never tried before. It's actually e.l.f., but I did get it at the Dollar Tree. It's the Highlighting Pearl Paint. This is in Gold Star. And usually with products like this, a little goes a long way. You don't want to overdo it. So that's what it looks like, kind of out. It looks a little runny. I don't know if it's old and that's why it was there. But I'm gonna go very carefully. A lot of times products like this I like to mix in like with my foundation. And in retrospect, I should have done that because that is what I tend to do with these liquid highlighters. That's what I like to do. So last but not least is the lips. And I've got 2 products that I have in mind for this natural look. And I may use them both. This is the LA Colors Velvet Lip Mousse. This is in Souffle. It's just a very nice natural shade, and of course it's going to be matte. And then this is the LA Colors Moisturizing Lip Gloss. This is in Just Kissed, and I've had the coral one of these for a while now that I love, so I'm excited to try this one out. And it's just they smell good, they taste good, and they're not really sticky. And see, that's just a really pretty shiny lip gloss. So I'm gonna go ahead and start and put the Velvet Lip Mousse on. Just looks to be a very nice natural shade. kind of an interesting nude shade. It's a little bit on the more orange coral side of neutral, which I like. Sometimes it's a little bit warmer. Sometimes the neutrals that I get tend to be like a little cool, like a little on like the pink or the mauve side. So I really like the color. And it goes really nice with this eyeshadow. So now I'm gonna go ahead and top it with some of the lip gloss. So there we go, just kind of a natural makeup look. Of course, I added eyelashes, you don't have to do that. So I kind of expressed some of my thoughts as I was using the products, but now that I'm kind of done, I'm gonna give a quick rundown of kind of how I feel about each of the products that I used. Of course, I can't give you like a wear test as of yet because I'm not gonna wear this all day because I'm home. So that is yet to be determined, but I can give you a first impression based on how they kind of performed and applied and all that good stuff. So let's just start from the top. So the eyeshadow duo that I thought I could use for my eyebrows, the brown end is kind of a fail. I probably will not be using the brown end again for my eyebrows. However, I thought this was a great under eyebrow highlight or as a means of cleaning up your eyebrows. It's actually probably better for cleaning up your eyebrows after you've penciled them in or put your pomade or whatever. So I would literally buy this just for that, if that's something you'd like. I'll have to try this actually as an eyeshadow and kind of see what I come up with. So not a complete fail, but definitely not great to use for what I intended it because this brown is shimmery. That's kind of my bad in thinking I could use it for something that it's not intended for, which usually can work, and sometimes it doesn't. So then the next item that you saw was the LA Colors Contour Stick, which I have used before. I do like these. I use them for contour. I use them to clean up my eyebrows. I use them to prime my eyelids. I use them for concealer. So I personally like it. They do tend to break kind of before you even get a chance to use them, but it doesn't really bother me for $1. I also use the dark one, and I have not yet used the highlight one. I do need to pick up one of those and try. But I personally like these. Again, not a new product for me, but if you are new to my channel, I do want you to know that I do like this product personally. Then the palette. This is a nice little trio for $1. I've used another shade of this trio, and this one kind of outperforms it. It's a little bit more buttery, and of course I do like that you do get 2 matte shades and a shimmer shade. But with this in particular, like the one that I used is Lotus, and I have a couple others that I have not used yet, but the one I've used is Lotus, and it has a green, a blue, and a gold, and they're all shimmery, and they're really pretty. But it's hard to just wear the trio together. It's almost like they're just good for little pops of color with something else. This is like, you could just use this on its own completely because you've got your 2 matte shades and then you've got your shimmer, and I like that the shimmer shade is the lightest shade so you can highlight areas, and then you've got good variation between these two. So this is an excellent purchase for $1. You can just use it completely on its own. It's what I did for this eye makeup, and yeah, this is a 100% home run, and they're buttery and they apply just as good as they swatch. So very much love this little palette. Super win right here. Then the Hard Candy eyeliner. Not the best, not the worst. Not the best eyeliner. It's a little hard. I don't know if it's just this one, if it's old. But I think I'll be able to use this as an eyebrow pencil. So that could save it for sure, but it's definitely not as good as I would have liked, but not terrible. I mean, definitely not the worst eyeliner I've ever used. So I'm gonna try to see how this works for me as an eyebrow pencil. Then the eyelashes. For $1, you can't beat these Tony eyelashes. Definitely pick them up, give them a try. There's so many different styles. These are a little bit more of a natural style that I probably shouldn't have done for a natural makeup look, but I kind of wanted some nice eyelashes because I don't have them, so. But they're very nice. They don't look as cheap as a lot of cheap eyelashes do. And they do have a more dramatic selection than a lot of the cheaper eyelashes you will find. So if that's your thing, these are great. And they really go on pretty easy, especially if you roll them. They really do very, very well. They're not too plasticky. Like I said, they just tend to be a tad too big for my eyes, but nothing that I can't either just trim or just make it work like I did today. So again, if you find these, I know a lot of people are loving these right now, and so they are definitely very cool for $1. The eyelash glue, I was very pleasantly, I didn't have high hopes for this, but the eyelashes are sticking and they don't feel like they're going anywhere, so it feels every bit as good as my Kiss or Duo or Ardell glue. This is in black, which I've never used before, and I like it, but I like it better, I think, for a dramatic eye and not so much a natural eye, because it will look like you're wearing dark eyeliner. And if you're doing a lighter color scheme on your eye, if you get a little eyelash glue somewhere, it's gonna kind of get on your eye, and it's really hard to even take it off. I tried. It's hard to take it off with a Q-tip with like micellar water. So the black eyelash glue might be better for a more dramatic, darker eye look. But the product itself, I was very surprised to see that it came on a wand, which is very nice, because I love a brush-on adhesive. So that was a nice feature. You didn't have to dump it out and use a bobby pin or something like that. And of course, it would be great for travel. I like the size. So it's basically like 50 cents a vial. You'll use it before it dries out, hopefully. So yes, very pleasantly surprised by the LA Colors Lash Glue. And then a couple items I have used before is the Sassy Plus Chic BB Cream in medium. I do like this. It's not my favorite foundation in the world, but it has been my go-to lately. It applies, I feel, better with a damp beauty blender because it does tend to be tacky. So I feel like applying it with your fingers makes it even more tacky, even though it is technically like a BB cream tinted moisturizer type of a thing. It's a lot thicker, I feel, than my usual BB creams and tinted moisturizers. And then my Beauty Benefits Hollywood Bronzer, just a nice little matte bronzer, nice little container, great for travel because a lot of bronzers tend to be really big and bulky, but I do love this. And the LA Colors Hourglass Volume Lash Mascara. But so far it is the best mascara there that I have tried. Of course, I just used it as a base under my eyelashes. But I did do a video, I will have it linked below, as well as up here in the corner if you want to check it out, where I used this in an LA Colors Lash Primer together and did not use eyelashes. And really the two together were really very good, especially for Dollar Tree products, and I have terrible eyelashes. So they did a pretty good job, really. Then the LA Colors Blush Single, again, it's a product that I have used before, just not in this shade. This is a gorgeous shade, very nice for a natural look. So this, when I swatched it in my haul video, went on really silky. I don't feel the finished product is as good as this LA Colors powder. So this one by far is my favorite. So this one was a little bit disappointing for me. I'm sure I will still use it. I will still get a lot of use out of it. I do not like this one as much as I like the other one that I have from them. Then the lip products. This is a little gem, this LA Colors Velvet Lip Mousse. I have another color that I'm gonna try. It's like a reddish color. But yeah, that is great, a great little product. It actually feels expensive. It feels like a Stila lip gloss or lip color. So yeah, if you see these, definitely pick them up. They've got a few different shades. And then of course these I love, just a really nice lip gloss. Like I said, I've tried the coral, and then this is just kissed, and then I have I think a pink one that I'm gonna be trying. And they got like a half a dozen like other shades too. But yeah, this is just a really good lip gloss. And then all the tools that I use, of course these don't really get good reviews like from like other beauty YouTubers, but I personally love it. I have not yet tried it with my regular foundation. I've only ever tried it with the BB cream. So that I don't know, that I can't tell you until I try it, but so far I really like it. To me it's soft. A lot of people think it's hard. I think it's nice and soft if you dampen it. So yes, for $1 I really like it. And then yes, my brushes, you know, what can I say? You can't go wrong. I have bought things for a few more dollars than this, and they've not been as good or just as good as these. So if you, yeah, these eyeshadow brushes and little face brushes, for the money, they are great. I do have some like expensive brushes that I love that are really, really, really good, but you can't beat these for $1. They're really very good for the money, and better than a lot of stuff I think in the drugstore. So yeah, if you see these, you can't go wrong. And last but not least is the e.l.f. Highlighting Pearl Paint in Gold Star. I think at one time this was a good product. I think this one might be bad, either that or they're all kind of bad. I think I'd only ever seen it like one time. It should be, it's really, I mean, it's really pretty. Like I said, I'm gonna try it, give it another try by putting it in my foundation and seeing how I like it that way, because that is how I do tend to use these liquid highlighters. Today I just put it on, you know, of course, with my finger. So I'm gonna give it another try by adding it to my foundation and see how I like it. It seems a little separated. So like I said, I don't know that mine isn't just bad, but I'm gonna give it another try using it that way, so we will see. So I hope you enjoyed watching me test out some of these products that I've accumulated in some of my haul videos, and these are a few of the items in my makeup basket for this week. So yeah, it's been fun to try out these products and kind of play with them a little bit and create a look. So if you want to see more videos like this, check out all those playlists and videos I mentioned. They'll be down in the description box below. Make sure you are subscribed. That way you can be one of my Dollar Divas and continue joining me on videos like this. And if you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button and share it with anyone that you think might like a video like this. All the Dollar Divas in your life. Thank you so much for watching and helping me get up to now a little over 300 subs. I appreciate the support so much. To all my people that have been with me for a long time, and all of you new Dollar Divas, thank you so much, and I will see you all next time. Bye.